Hi, I'm Holly Morrison. Welcome back into my kitchen. We're here today to make butter mayo. I have some right here that's already finished. I should wait and show it to you at the end, but let's just go ahead and show it to you now. This stuff is divine. I'll tell you why you want to make butter mayo in a minute, but let's just look at the beauty. Look at that. Right? Not runny, not gross. Delicious. I would take a bite of that right now, but it just seems almost sinful, but it's not. It's nourishing. Your body's going to appreciate it. You're going to heal. And we've been on an anti-inflammatory journey. That is why you want to learn how to make your own mayonnaise. There's lots of ways to do it. I've made it before, but I've never made mayonnaise that tastes like this. So I am actually doing a recipe that I learned from a guy whose channel's name is Chris Cooking Nashville. I'll put a link to his video down below. I made a little bit of change to it, but not much. But this stuff is divine. What do you think? A little bite? No, I'm not going to eat the whole jar. That would be ridiculous. But if you make egg salad or chicken salad with that, or you put that on your burger or on top of your hot dog, I love mayonnaise. But mayonnaise is inflammatory. Almost every mayonnaise that's in that grocery store is inflammatory, and the ones that are not are like, for a 16-ounce jar, you're paying like 10 bucks. That's not what you're going to do here. So let's jump in. How we're going to make butter mayonnaise. Now I have done it where you can ferment it. I did that at first just because I didn't want it to go bad, but everybody loves homemade mayonnaise in this house. It does not go bad. It lasts about a week in the refrigerator. There's no danger in my house. I make a double recipe. That tells you why. So let's jump in. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 sticks. I do organic butter, but come fall, we're getting a dairy cow. So I will do butter from my cow, from the heavy cream. And we're going to take it right over here to the stove. It doesn't take long. We're just going to let this just get to the heat and fully melt. So we're going to head right on over there. All right, so we're just going to get this completely melted up. It's not going to take but about a minute or so, but you do not want to burn it. And I personally do not like browned butter mayo, but there are people that do that on purpose. Okay, so the butter's fully melted. We're just going to let it sit over at the stove so it'll kind of keep the residual heat, because you don't want it to get firmed back up, but the other steps won't take long. We're going to jump right back over here to get started. Okay, so the butter is fully melted. I'm bringing that over just to sit, and I'll ladle that in when we're ready for it, but it's nice and warm. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is the easiest recipe. The ingredients are right here in front of me. Okay, so we're going to separate 2 eggs. We're going to put the yolks in here, and I'm going to keep the whites because we are going to put the whites in there. These are backyard eggs for us, but you could use store-bought eggs. They work perfectly fine. And let's see if we can do this without breaking anything. All right. Getting the yolk separated. And there's my first yolk. And my second. Want my white to go over here. So that can be a little tricky, but we're doing good. And you want to get all your white in your bowl. You're going to use that white in just a little bit, just not on the front end. Okay, so we got 2 eggs there. So you do need a stick blender, an immersion blender, whatever you want to call them. I can put the link for this one. I like it. It was recommended. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to blend the yolks. Very simple. I just do it on high for a few seconds. That is done. And I'm going to try and keep that to where we can keep it from dripping elsewhere other than in here. We don't want to lose any of that goodness. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our seasonings and our emulsifiers. So our emulsifiers are going to be, I choose the mustard. The Dijon mustard is the one we use. I usually get an organic one, but this is what I found last time I was hunting. So, and then I'm going to use some lemon juice. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick and get those ready to add in. Okay, so let's just cut our lemon, and I'm doing a half a lemon, and this is a double recipe, and I just do it in my hand And if for some reason the lemon is not very juicy, this one, even though it's ripe, I don't think it's as juicy as I prefer. So I probably will do just a little bit of the other lemon. And I'm just capturing the seeds because, you know, we don't need seeds in our lovely mayonnaise. Yeah, so I did about half of the other one. And I do have one little seed in there I'm gonna fish out. Yay, that was a good catch. All right, we're gonna move all that back out of my way. Okay, so here's our lemon juice. All right, so we're gonna get this back over here. We're gonna add our lemon juice in. We're gonna add some salt. You can adjust the salt later. I just do a pinch or so. And you're wanting it to kind of land inside of the egg. And then we're going to put the mustard in. And I'm making a double batch, so I'm doing a rounded spoonful. There we go. And then we're gonna do the same thing we did before. We're gonna blend on high. Now, of course, you can add whatever you wish. You can take away some of these things. You do need an emulsifier. So if you are strict carnivore, many people are, for healing protocols, that's totally fine. But there needs to be something in there to make it emulsify. Some people do apple cider vinegar, and some, you know, I've never tried to omit this because I'm not needing to go that strict. We've had no trigger with mustard and we've had no trigger with lemon. Glory to God. But do what works for you. I think with Chris Cooks Cooking Nashville, I don't think he ever made it without an emulsifier. So anyway, I'm pretty sure getting out of the PUFAs, the polyunsaturated fatty acids that are in pretty much every mayonnaise on the market, you are definitely doing your body a blessing. Okay, now what we're gonna do is ladle in the warm, not hot, butter, and one ladle at a time. This is kind of fun, so we're going to probably fast forward this part, but I'm going to start doing it. But it doesn't take long. You just don't do more than one ladle at a time, or, you know, whatever you use. This is what I use. And I want to stop for a second and just say that it does look liquidy, but don't you worry. We're going to show you how to finish this off. I'm gonna let you have a look and see how it's looking as we blend. It's thickening, but when we add the whites, it's going to be a little bit actually thinner. But don't worry, it's going to set up. All right, last little bit going in. That's probably a ladle and a half, and all the butter is in. It is loud, isn't it? All right, now we're gonna finish. So what we're gonna do now to pretty much get this to set up like this and stay smooth when you pull it out is, this was a Chris Cooking Nashville. Did I get that right? Yeah. It was his trick. So people that do butter mayonnaise have not been terribly happy with what happens when it comes to the fridge and it comes back out. Because they said sometimes the fat would kind of act a little funny. It doesn't seem to do it with the bacon mayo. I personally, when I'm using mayonnaise, I want it to taste like mayonnaise. I don't want it to taste like bacon. I like bacon, but I don't like bacon in my mayonnaise. So this is his tip. So while it's blending, you add your yolks. Not your yolks, your whites. I'm good. I should turn that around so you can see what it looks like. So I'm putting these on top, and then I'm going to blend this in. Okay, we're there. Now I'm going to shimmy that a bit because I don't want to lose any of that goodness. Let's see, get my spatula and scrape that off a little. Okay, so the egg whites are what stabilizes it. All right, that's all dripped off, I think. All right, so what we have in here is a completed mayonnaise. All it needs now is to chill. So I'm gonna grab my mason jars. And this will last us, it depends. If everybody's wanting chicken salad and everybody's wanting mayonnaise on their hamburger or whatever, this will be gone in about 5 days. But it's good about 7 days in the fridge. So all I'm gonna do now is pour it in my jars. And then these are gonna go right in the fridge. And then of course, I already showed you what our finished results look like. And it's 100%, it never fails. It sets up, it's beautiful, it's delicious. And if you want to do yellow mustard, you totally can. That works. I think that's actually, it's been a while since I saw his video, but I think that's actually what he did for his, is that he just did regular mustard, just yellow mustard. And that's it. Those go straight in the fridge, and then they get eaten up. And I mean, you're gonna love this mayonnaise. You make this just once, and your family is going to ask for this. So again, why are we doing this? Why did we switch and quit buying store-bought mayonnaise? Well, first of all, I've been trying to do things homemade and from scratch anyway. But the store-bought mayonnaises, the first ingredient is soybean oil. High GMO crop, full of chemicals, full of genetically modified nonsense. But it's also a polyunsaturated fatty acid, which means inflammation from the moment it hits your body. So if you want to get rid of your inflammation and if you want to heal, stick around. We're going to have more content coming out and teaching you how to heal your body by coming into your kitchen and making things from scratch. That was super easy. This took me no time at all. And there we go, we're set for mayonnaise. And it was a whole lot cheaper than the healthy holistic ones that still have junk in them, might add. All right, thanks for dropping in. Definitely give us a comment below after you make this. Let us know how you like it and let us know what you would like us to make that's anti-inflammatory, that will heal your body and trim down your body. Definitely give us a subscribe and a thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the new content that's going to be flooding our channel over the next few months. God bless you and thanks for dropping in.